On Monday, I realized that I had a chance to get away for a few days. I'd been wanting to ride the Wyoming BDR, so I decided to do a part of it. The catch was the fact that the tires on my bike were almost worn out. The front seems to be developing a slow leak, and the tread on the back is almost gone. I decided to go for it anyway and ride sections 1 and 2 in reverse, starting in Elk Mountain and ending in Bags. If my tires held up, the plan was to then do the Red Desert Loop, the BDR-X. Carson County 101. Okay, this is our road. Get along, little doggies. We're going to take a little detour to the Kennaday Fire Lookout. I've seen probably 5 or 6 groups of motorcyclists coming the other way. Since I'm riding it backwards, everybody else has been going the opposite direction that I've been going. And I'm taking it kind of slow and easy, number 1, because I'm alone. And number 2, because some of those guys have come around blind corners on the wrong side. So I'm just kind of taking it easy, and I want to make sure I don't get surprised by anything. I think that might be where we're going, the top of that hill. We'll see. The further we get in here, the rougher the road gets. And there were a few little spots back there that had some pretty good puddles. Of course, things have smoothed out here. I say it gets rough and then it smooths out. That's the way it works, right? That was a big bump. Bigger than it looked. So of course, as soon as I turn the camera off, something happens. So I just came across a couple of riders back there, a man and a woman, and the woman had fallen, and it looks like she's okay, but they're taking a break. And the guy stopped me and asked me to tell the 2 other riders up at the top up here that they'd had a fall, but that everybody's all right. And then of course there was a side-by-side coming down. So you really do have to watch some of these corners. Pretty good road here. Got some bumpy spots for sure. I'm going to check my front tire when we get up here. I'm just a little bit worried about it. Want to make sure it's holding air. It has a very slow leak, and I just want to watch it and make sure it's not turning into a fast leak. Whoa, that was a big bump. Did you hear that? Need to go easy on that tire. Look at this. Look at this view. Pretty spot. I think I'm gonna stop and have lunch up here. It's almost lunchtime. Wow, look at this. Man, what a view. Wow, look at that. Look at how pretty that is up there. I'm gonna pull up off the road for a second. Look at that, wow. I don't know if the camera catches it, but the colors are so subtle and pretty. How's it going? Do you have two more in your party? Yeah, they're down kind of right where the transition from like smooth to rough is at one of the corners. And I think it's a woman. She took a fall, but he stopped me and wanted me to tell you guys, but to tell you that she's okay. But they're just sitting down there with helmets off, just kind of chilling.
Okay, we should go down. Thanks, man.
Yeah. Look at this view. Find a nice spot. There haven't been any people or any cars along here. This is the first place I've seen people in cars. Beautiful. Wow. No wonder there are people in cars. That's a spot. Oh my gosh. That is incredible. Look at how insanely pretty this is. Clear water. Can you see the family on the stand-up paddle boards? It looks like a mom and a dad and two little kids. Those are some lucky little kids. Gonna have some muddy boots. Let's see, which way am I supposed to be going? Guess this is it. That one looks pretty deep. Trying not to get too wet. Okay, it looks like I'm still going the right way. Some sharp looking rocks through here. I hope my front tire stays happy. I have not aired down. I've kept it at street pressure, which is 34 on the front. So I'm going to take it kind of easy through these and hope that this tire holds, because I do not want a flat tire out here. Oh, got my anti-lock brakes on, damn it. I had the brakes locked up and the bike just kept rolling. I've got to pull the fuse. I haven't had any real rough terrain until this, so I've left my ABS turned on. And that was enough of a hill and steep enough that even with both brakes completely locked, the bike didn't slow down at all. Oh, God. Slippery. Gonna be wet. Wet, 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 wet. My foot pegs are getting slippery and my feet are so muddy now. Maybe that'll wash a little of the stuff off. Gotta get my bag scooted back. My bag keeps scooting forward. I should just splash through them and have fun, but I'm trying not to get my pants too wet. When they get wet, they get heavy, and then they fall down because they're too big for me. Oh, God. Ooh, that was a heavy one. Gotta remember to be nice to my front tire. Get back, bag. My bag keeps scooting onto my seat instead of staying on its seat on the back. Look at that. I can't imagine the heat from a fire this size. We're already on section 1. I just kept going. I don't know how far into it we are. I'd have to look at the map. But we're a good chunk into section 1, so we're making good time today. So I'll close my visor a little bit. There's just a pocket that didn't burn back there. Looks like we're going to have some pretty views ahead. I hope this battery lasts. It's almost dead. Wow. Torn between watching the road and watching the view. I guess I better watch the road, huh? Beautiful view. must be a nice viewpoint. What's it say? Medicine Bow National Forest, Laramie Encampment and Wagon Road. Douglas Creek Passenger and Express Line. Tri-weekly stage line between Laramie City and Douglas Creek. Laramie and Encampment Wagon Road, first shown on 1877 government land office plat, served as the lifeline of equipment and supplies to mines and logging camps in this area. Sure is pretty up here. Okay, where are we going? We're going to do a switchback. How much further do we have? We've got a good bit to go. That's okay. Hard to see that thing. Better check for traffic, because I've seen absolutely no one. Not even another motorcycle. Yeah, look at that. This would be a great place to have a drone. Sorry, I don't have a drone. No beautiful aerial videos for you. I have to watch somebody else's video. The colors of the flowers are actually very pretty along here. The whites and yellows and purples and pinks. Very nice. There's a truck, so there are other humans in the area. One-lane bridge. All that mud must have flooded through here recently. Road closed ahead. Oh boy. That be. Let's check it out and see what we find. That's not a good sign. So there's some small landslides here, or washouts. They won't slow me down. Let's see what these guys have to say. You okay? One of those days, huh? I've got my earplugs in. I can't hear you. Hang on. Do you need help moving the bike? You want some help moving the bike?
Yeah, I'm not spinning around. Oh yeah.
Have a good trip.
Take care. Thank you again.
Thank you. Got hot tugging that bike and then standing in the sun. The air temperature is cool. It's nice and cool on the bike. I got all sweaty standing there. Okay. So he said I'm still about 130 miles and it is 2:35. It's going to get dark at about 8. So I've got 5.5 hours before dark. And I'm not particularly tired. So I may do the whole run. We'll see. We'll see what the terrain is like and what kind of time I make. Getting more of that Wyoming wind. The wind is definitely picking up. Coming out of the sheltered area. Upper North Platte Road, 1.3 miles, 4x4 road. Nope, we're going this way. Highway 230, 14 miles. The one thing I'm wondering about is gas. I've gone 114 miles since I put gas in, and according to him I've got about 114 miles to go. So depending on the mileage I'm getting, the nature of my riding and the terrain, my gas level will be lower than I typically like to have it. So the question is, should I find a little detour and get gas in a minute? Decisions. Like we're coming out into the valley. Look at how pretty. Look at that. Look at that little slice of paradise that guy has down there. Pretty spot. Ooh, look at this view. Wow. I think I like this kind of landscape as much as I like the high mountains. Probably I like this a little bit more. Beautiful. Goodness. Tilt the camera a little bit. Love this landscape. Welcome to Wyoming, y'all. Hello, beautiful. Thank you. So we are coming into town. I don't even know what town it is. I think we're coming into town. It kind of looks like town. I'm hoping that there's going to be a gas station up here. And I can do a fill up at about a half tank. 132.5 miles since I filled up. Deer. 3 of them. This gravel's a little fresher and deeper. Drift around a lot. So we've come up into the hills and we're starting to enter a wooded area. Looks like we're going from rocky gravel to a little more rutted, softer earth. Gotta watch this tree hanging over the trail. Not a good way to lose your head. Somebody's camper over there. Well, there's plenty of firewood. Big hair. Jackrabbit, something. I didn't pull the fuse on my ABS, so my ABS is still on. I just have to be conscious of that. When the ABS is on, when you're on slippery ground, particularly a downward slope like this, if you try to lock up the brakes or try to stop, oftentimes the ABS won't let the wheel stop rolling, and so you never stop. So if I'm going to be doing a lot of loose, really steep stuff, I'll pull the fuse on the ABS so that I can control the brakes the way I want to control the brakes, not the way the computer wants to do it. And I've been up here in these piney hills for a while, and I have not seen another soul. No other vehicles, no other people. It's still me all by my lonesome up here, which is pretty amazing. I'm surprised. I figured that I would see other people coming towards me this morning, since this is pretty close to the start of the BDR, and it's 8:30. If somebody started at sunup in bags, I would imagine they'd be here by now. But I haven't seen a single person. Lots of birds and chipmunks. And I haven't seen any deer up here. They're all out in the more open spaces, I guess. Right before I came up into these mountains, I saw a pretty good sized herd of deer, and there were some pronghorn mixed in with them. But up here it's all birds and chipmunks. And this pea gravel, it's a good road surface, but you get pockets of this deep gravel really dance around. According to the map, just around this bend is Aspen Alley, which should be pretty. Woo-hoo-hoo, boy. Get a little weight on the front end here. Gonna have to steer with the rear. This is the first other human I've seen in hours. Maybe not hours, but at least an hour. It's been a while. Aspen Alley Ranch. Those are the first cyclists I've seen on the route. Aspen Alley, here it is. Yeah, this stuff is deep. And with the sun at my back, you can't see the dimensionality of it. You can't really see it. So they're in the process of grading it. They've got it all stirred up, but not packed down yet. Man, that stuff's slippery. It's like riding sand. And there's a crown and the sides are pretty steep right now. Boy, that's some of the most challenging terrain we've been on. It just looks like flat dirt, but it is like a soft, sandy, loamy something. I don't know. And these worn-out knobbies are not liking it very much. Got some bag sliding forward. It's the story of my life, isn't it? I need to find a different bag or a different way to attach this bag. Looks like we've got a good turn coming up here. Some rocky stuff. That big buzzard or something flying over me. Not today, buddy, not today. Oh, little bunny. Wonder if he's hunting that bunny. Could be a hawk or something. I couldn't see what it was. Little homestead tucked down here. Big, not little. Look at that. Tennis courts. That's quite a spread. My bag keeps scooting forward. Look at that. I've got to watch this rocky, slippery, hilly road. Quite a little spread somebody has there. Okay, so we're going the right direction. Let's scoot this bag back. There we go. We're going to make a right turn somewhere up here. Cows coming down for water. Some sheep. Boy, it's pretty. We're going to wind up the hill. Up we go, guys. See if we can get a little momentum going here. This bumpy, rocky stuff. Let's slow down and take a look across there. Little oasis, another one tucked down there. I've seen a lot of those on this trip. Up we go. Big bump. Another big bump. I'm gonna jump that one. Look at our friends over here. So we've been riding along that ridge and it looks like we're coming over the edge. Beautiful views. Starting to see some of that Red Desert. Guess now we know where the town got its name. We're still headed towards Bags. And this is section 1 of the Wyoming BDR, and we're going in reverse. We're going north to south right now. And I still have not seen another motorcyclist today. So there is no one riding this. It's kind of interesting. It's a little bit of a surprise. I'm surprised we haven't seen anybody. So we've really come down out of the hills now. They're behind us. And this section is just a real sort of fast, flowy, hard pack with a little bit of gravel top dressing sometimes. Should we stop and admire the view for a moment? Let's see, what's the... Stop where we can see the road ahead. Looks like there are a couple of motorcycles up there maybe. It's hard to tell from here. If those are motorcycles or cows or what, or something else. Maybe they're little buildings. It's really hard to tell from here. There's more of that red. How's it going? You guys doing okay? Boy, if it was rainy, this would be a muddy mess. The weather's just been perfect. I was a little worried about there still being mud. As that guy was saying, not too long ago, people were posting photos online of some really muddy roads. I think we've lucked out weather-wise. Are we coming up on a highway? I see the trucks going over there. Haven't looked at the map. We're probably getting pretty close to Bags. Comes a truck. Got stuck in that rut when I saw him. Back to pavement. I'm assuming. First pavement we've seen for a while anyway. So that thing's showing a left turn up here, it looks like. Whoa, that's a big one. Picked a bad time to navigate, didn't I? Need to be the pilot, not the navigator. Interesting. Did I miss a turn back there somewhere? It's showing that I'm not even on the route. I should have been on something else. I don't know, that's confusing. I have to stop and look at the map up here. Let's see what this thing says. Did I get off the loop? Oh no, okay. So if I turn right, that would be the start of the desert loop. If I turn left, we're just getting close to Bags. So I'm going to go get fuel, take a break, maybe have something to eat, and go from there. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Actually, it's not too bad. It's only lost 2 pounds. That's not bad at all. Felt softer than that. And the tread's just almost gone on this guy.